Waited all this time.
Too slow.
Yeah.
Too slow. Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Organized Chaos. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your host, Bo, if you didn't know. I want to thank everybody who subscribed, who liked, who commented, shared, even just viewed my last few videos, and keep the support coming. So today I got a special guest. Y'all know what the channel's about. It's basically on any deterrence on. We sharing stories about prison, jail, the streets, just changing it around, like letting everybody get an insight and idea of how it is to go through that, so that in hopes that maybe our children and maybe our loved ones, other people don't have to go through these things. So anyway, today I got a special guest. We're gonna look at this today from a point of view from a child. So today I got my daughter on the show. Everybody, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kelsey.
You can come in closer a little bit. All right, so I got a few questions for you today. So obviously I'm your father, and I just want to know. I want you to let the people know. I've been incarcerated. For everybody, I've been incarcerated several times for lengthy time, and each time, we think about ourselves while we're in there, but nobody ever gets it from this point of view from a child's perspective. So why don't you let people know, when you first found out that I was in jail, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel sad because I couldn't really see you anymore, and I had to pay to call you, and I couldn't really call you.
Like put money on the phone and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so how was that? Because you were used to, and you gotta make sure you look here. You were used to picking up your cell phone, calling me, right? And
yes.
now on this time you gotta wait until I call you. So if you needed me, I wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Like, what if you were going through something, and let's say something happened and you needed to talk to me, but you couldn't? Explain to the people how that would make a child feel. How that made you feel?
It made me feel like it was like very, very weird because I don't usually talk to my mother about stuff like that, and I usually talk to you, and I couldn't.
So if a father, so you see that a father that's present in their child life, they get used to talking to them, and it's just hard. Like for me, for example, I was just telling my daughter the other day, she recently was on punishment, because like when it comes to school, I don't play about school, and now that's her mother, and she messed up a little bit, and she got punished, and she ain't like it. So no phone, no TV, she was in her room, things like that. And how did that feel?
I was really, really mad.
How did it feel?
I was mad at myself because I messed up.
But being on punishment, how did you feel? Being in that room.
Every day I called
Couldn't
you.
do nothing.
I had to babysit my little brother.
You called me when though? You can call me at certain times.
I called you every day.
But what times?
Morning and afternoon and the night.
Right. And I explained to her, like, that her punishment, it was so crazy because I don't want to not say it to her, but thinking to myself, I'm like, man, that's like jail. Like, she's in her room, she can't do anything. She eating, she's in there trying to find. When we do talk 3 times a day, she can call in the morning, then she got her school. She can call on her lunch break, she got school, and then she could call at night before she go to bed, right? And to me, that was like the same thing as being incarcerated. Because I can get on the phone, but some places you burning down your clips. You can't talk all day. They might say, oh, you get 3 30-minute phone calls a day, or an hour, or every 6 hours or something like that. And it was just weird. And I shared this with my daughter that every time I get locked up, I'm calling my mother because I know she's gonna answer the phone. I call her, hey, what y'all doing? What went on today? What was? And she, nothing. We in Target or not, stuff like that. and it was so weird. It was so ironic. I shared with my daughter. What did I say?
You said it was just like how you was in jail.
Cause you called me.
I called every day and you
for
did
3
that.
weeks. Every day you called me 3 times a day, right?
Yeah.
And I told myself, I said, dang, when I came home, I'm like, I got a cell phone in my pocket. I don't even call my mother every day. And with kids, it's different. I would text her or call her, and she won't answer my phone calls. And then she'll hit me later. Oh, my bad, Daddy, I was doing this. I was doing that. But they don't understand, like, when they take that from, when we take that phone and stuff from them, you know, it's a different story. Like, dang, like, I want to talk to my dad. I can't talk to nobody. I can't do nothing. So we were on the phone every day for 3 weeks, 3 times a day. So, which is ironic. So, another thing, did you worry about my safety in there? What did you think about my safety? You worried about it when I was in there?
Can we go to the next question?
Yeah, when I was locked up, what did you think of? Did you think about my safety? What do you know about jail?
I don't really know nothing. All I know about jail is that you have to stay in your cell and they give you horrible food.
That's it?
Yeah.
So about prison, so you don't never hear stories about prison like people having knives and people, you know, of course fights go on and things go on in there. It's rough in some of these prisons and jails. You ain't never know that?
No.
Oh, okay. So now knowing that it's a bunch of men. Sometimes we fight. Like I got in plenty fights. One time a dude jumped in front of me in the line. I remember the line to get our tray, time to eat, and he just got in front of me, and I wasn't going for it. So when I got my tray, he was sitting down. I took my tray, walked over to him, and I smacked him upside his head with it, and I beat him, and they put me on lockup. You know, you can't let somebody take advantage of you. You can't let somebody do what they want to do to you, because in jail it's men, and men respect men. You guys about respect. So now knowing that these stories, knives are in jail, people, gangs are in jail. How do you feel now, knowing that?
Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. So you know, how would you have felt? How do you think a child, not you, but how you think a child would react to that, hearing the jail call and say, hey, your loved one was stabbed today, blah 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 blah. You know, they heard. How you think a child will react to that?
Child would be crying and just crying.
What's going through their mind?
Like, probably want to die too.
If their parent was killed, their father was killed. What about a mother? If a mother was locked up, you think it's the same thing? Like, how would you feel if your mom was incarcerated?
They would just call.
She would call all day?
Yep.
And check on the kids and everything, and you would miss her and everything like that. So it's safe to say, you know, when we in there and our kids out here, it's rough for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? It's safe to say that, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's cool. Have you ever been in? Did you feel like you were locked up when you were punished?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
What? Like how?
Because I had to babysit my brother, do things I didn't want to do, and I couldn't even watch TV, get on my phone. I had to sleep in the dark.
And I was telling you to do what?
Listen and follow directions.
No, I'm saying to pass the time, something that you could do not to be bored.
Oh, to draw and write.
Yeah, I
did draw.
You drew? What you drew?
I drew my special squiggly lines.
I seen you do some puzzles a couple times. And it's just so ironic. It's just, to me, like my man Vic Slang Hope. Y'all go check out Vic Slang Hope. He got a channel. He talked about some things. When passing time, like as far as being incarcerated, he talked about the chessboards and how he was on lockup, and he drew the chessboard in one cell, and then in another cell, the other guy, his cell, because you cell by yourself, but you're next to each other and lock up. You can't do nothing. You got to stay in there for 23 hours, and you come up for an hour. But they drew chessboards and then numbered them and lettered them, and then the other dude would do the same thing. So when he made a move, he would yell it out through the vent, you know, and then the other dude would know, okay, he moved here. So he would yell his move out and then, you know, come back. So they had to find creative things to do you know, while they were incarcerated. Shout out my man Vic Slang Hope, man. Thanks for the positive words. I appreciate him. Y'all go check his channel out too.
I have a question for you.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Okay. So, how many friends have you known that went to jail before?
Oh man, I can't even tell you. I got so many people that are close to me, like, cause friends. I don't have a lot of friends. You know, if I call them friends, then they like family. But
people that's close to
people
you.
that I was cool with, I know pretty much all of them. All of them went to jail.
Okay, I got another question.
Mm-hmm.
How long? Well, how were you when you were young? You was like, I'm not gonna go to jail when I get older.
Say that again.
Were you like that?
When I was young, did I ever think I was gonna go to jail?
Yeah.
No. It's like we become what they say, a product of our environment. And what that means is where we are, our surroundings. Like, you live in this good neighborhood, and you know, you don't look out your window and see people running around selling drugs, copping drugs, shootings down the street. Well, it is down that way. It is, you know, it's a little ratchet down that way. But right here where y'all live, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, down the street, you know, this is East Baltimore, so you know the whole city go down. But when I was young, I never thought I would go to jail, never. And the first time I got incarcerated, actually, the first time I got locked up, was for trying to fight a police officer. We was downtown. I was drinking, and he was telling me to move my car because I was in the middle of the street parked talking to somebody, and I was like, I was so drunk, I kept telling him it was parked. I'm like, hey, wait, it is parked. 16 years old. It's parked. He like, man, you in the middle of the street, park your car. So I'm getting smart with him. Next thing you know, I swing on him, get to try and fight him. Next thing you know, it's 4 police jumping on me, whipping my ass, took me down the babies. So you know, I was 16, and had to experience that, but it wasn't nothing. You know, they held me, let me go, whatever. It wasn't nothing like adult time. Adult time, when I became an adult though, the first time I got locked up as an adult, was for possession of drugs. I was selling drugs. I had possession of drugs, and they caught me. I ran, but they caught me, and I tried to throw some of it, but it ain't work. And I threw those, but I forgot I had some more in my pocket. They caught me, found what was in my pocket, locked me up. But I got what they call a walkthrough. I didn't have to stay. I stayed for like 24 hours. The commissioner said, okay, you get your own recon. That means they let you out when your own recognizance, meaning your own well-being, like your own, like, as saying like, you good enough to go home without getting in trouble. So they let me go home. But the thing about it is, you know, we make our own choices, you know. And I was doing those things because I felt like that's what I had to do. I ain't had no money. I wanted shoes, I wanted clothes, I wanted things, and I had to take care of you, you know. So I lost a job, you know, people wasn't hiring, so I did what I had to do. And that was it, you know. So now you knowing that, how do you feel about that?
About what?
Me selling drugs to take care of you.
Is it like recent or is it like old?
I'm talking about that time I just told you about.
I don't know when it was.
It was a while ago.
Well, that means I was very young.
That's true.
So I don't really know about
My first arrest, you were young, yes.
Well, I can't really tell them
that wasn't my first arrest, but I was when you were younger, yeah, I was still doing it. Like a baby, I was still doing it. So that wasn't my first arrest, but I got arrested while you were born to trying to support you. But that's neither here nor there, you know, that's not glorified, you know, and you know what I want for you, better things. I want you to be better than me, better than your mother, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be better than us. So school, right? And doing what you gotta do. So anyway, do you have any, yeah, I was ready to ask you, do you have any more questions?
Hold on. Okay, so can kids really go to jail, or is it just like for entertainment, like on TV? And like, how many jail sentences do they have for kids?
No, so like for kids, they do have what's called a juvenile system. Like you, if you did something, say you brought a gun to school. Let's just say, for example, they would, of course, take the gun, lock you up, take you to, I think they would take you like down to the precinct, charge you at the police station, probably charge you, and then tell your parents to come and get you. Maybe give you a court date, or I forget what they call it, but have like a representative there, talk about it. If you was like 13, 14, and you got caught with drugs, they would take you down to baby bookings. That's like a jail for children, a juvenile center. And your mother, they would just call your mother, yeah, we got your daughter, she got caught with some drugs, come get her. You know, until you, if you did it more and more and more, the more severe the crime, they will hold you longer. Or if she said, no, I ain't coming to get her, you know, then you had to stay there, you know, and for a certain amount of time until they let you go. But your parent, whoever got custody, would have to come down and sign for you. So yeah, kids can go to jail.
Like younger kids, like under 10, go to jail? Like for a long period of time?
You got your phone on you?
No.
Can younger kids? We have to research that. Somebody put that in the comments, cause I'm not sure. No. They not sending kids your age, 11, 12. I doubt that they sending y'all away for longer times, but I'm sure that it's something that'll go down. You know. Long story short, guys, listen, man. It affects our kids when we go through that system. You know, you hearing it from a child's point of view. You understand what I'm saying? It's things that she ain't even know about it because I don't talk about that when I'm around her, and that's not something that she's interested in. And I pray, you know, she does. She's talented, dancing, writing, drawing, gymnastics. She's so talented, she could do anything she set her mind to, man. But I thank y'all for joining us on this episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. Again, shout out my man Vic Sling. Hope y'all go check out his channel. That man is very influentially intelligent. And he spit that stuff. Like he talk that talk. So y'all want to check out some more content, man? Go check my man out. Go see what's up with him. But thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Why? Because y'all help me organize this chaos, man.